Tried to shoot this yesterday, but I guess it was too long. Got off on a tangent. Anyway, I want to say happy birthday to my mom. Her birthday was yesterday, 11/11. 57 would have been 61. Also, hats off to all the servicemen and women out there. Happy Veterans Day to all those here in body and also in spirit. So I watched a movie recently called A Star is Born. Awesome movie, heavy. Main song on there is called Maybe It's Time, and it's Maybe It's Time We Let the Old Ways Die. I think that's pretty relevant in today's world, and maybe I'll touch more upon that afterwards. Here we go. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. It takes a lot to change a man, hell, it takes a lot to try. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. Some folks just believe in what they've heard and the words they've read. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. Well, I'm glad I can't go back to where I came from. I'm glad those days are gone for good. But if I could take spirits from my past and bring them here, you know I would, you know I would. Nobody speaks to God these days. Nobody speaks to God these days. I like to think He's looking down and laughing at our ways. Nobody speaks to God these days. But when I was a child, they tried to fool me. Said the worldly man was lost and that hell was real. But I've seen hell in Reno, and this world's just one big old Catherine wheel spinning steel. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. It takes a lot to change your plans and a train to change your mind. Maybe it's time we let the old ways die. Kept messing up. Anyway, happy birthday, Mama, and happy Veterans Day to everyone. Great movie, but that song I think touches on some things, especially with these recent elections, and seems very clear to me. There's a lot of things that need to be changed, and just in the world in general. And I think it seems a lot of people living fear-based, the leading with fear, and explains greed and hate, and all these terrorist events. And you know, I started having these thoughts about the kind of God most people were raised on or were taught, whether you believe in God or not, he, she, it, the universe, the source, this power, whatever it is. You were taught this kind of vengeful, fear-driven, hate-driven, egotistical, petty, a God that loves conditionally. That's what you're taught. Most people were taught that kind of God, and now that kind of explains why maybe a lot of these actions that people take when they can't process their feelings, their emotions, or they want to get back at somebody, or they disagree with your politics, or your skin color, your religion, your sexuality, And this fear-based living and decision-making, sickening, sad, and we need to change some things. I think our idea of God in general is wrong in a general sense, not for everybody. And your idea of religion, the ideas of religion, we just have it backwards, and it explains, I think, a lot with the world today. And as controversial as that sounds, but I think we just slow down, use common sense, put things in context in today's world, understand we're all one. Doesn't matter where you're born, what your last name is, or skin color, like I talked about sexuality. Nobody's inferior to somebody else, and nobody's better than somebody else. Let's get past that and understand we're all here just trying to make it grow, evolve, share, learn, love. So anyway, whatever that meant, happy birthday, Mom. Happy Veterans Day, and may we all lead with love a little bit more often moving forward.